All right.
See you out there. Ain't happening. We got next year,
I'll be back later.
Texas Tech.
Let's see. Everything working right? I want TV1. Alright, everything's working good.
We don't need unnecessary accidents, 2 turns into a 3-minute pace lap. So that's the biggest thing for that. Leader will control the field when the pace car is off. Yeah, there's not really a lot to go over with any 9 of us. I know it's going to be a good show. I know it's going to be a good battle up front. I know that we got a small field, but 9 is nothing to complain about for this being literally the 7th race. I'm thinking next week, the week after that, maybe the week after that, we should have some good fields. I know that there's at least 3 or 4 guys that are running ovals only. A couple guys probably couldn't make it out tonight. A couple guys don't know. So if it gets, if next week does not improve much, we'll do some more recruiting, mid-season recruiting, see if we can get anybody in for the end of the season. Pack the last few races. But yeah, other than that, don't have a lot. I'll review the race later. No, nothing from last week. Last week was really good. No penalties from last week. Good luck, have fun. Oh yes, completely skipped my mind. You have 2 extra sets of tires, just see it as you have 1 of each. So you must use both compounds during the race. So at some point, whatever you start on, you have to put on the other.
Yeah, I'm sorry tonight about the ticker. We had some technical difficulties before the broadcast, but welcome to Road America, and should be getting started here in just a couple seconds. We got a hour race, no laps tonight, no lap mark tonight, but we do have an hour race coming towards you here in just a couple minutes, and don't know why people are still talking. I blocked them. Let's see. He's muted. He's muted. Garrett's not. Patrick. There we go. Looks like Alexander Pelican sitting on the pole. Behind him is Evan Zelenik, Brian Edwards third, Anthony Pelican fourth, Brian Lothian fifth, Ryan Depew sixth, Taylor W. Woods seventh, Reed Jackson eighth, Garrett Helminger ninth, Jolio D. Granagano 10th, Dale Glesner 11th, and Robert L. Major 12th. And it looks like we just lost Evan, unfortunately. I was told he is a really good road racer, so that's unfortunate. But should still be a good show tonight. Who is still talking? Oh, Evan tried changing tires. I don't know who is still talking, but I might have to. I'm not sure. I'm usually able to mute them. And like I said, I'm sorry. Garrett. Gotta mute him. Yeah, like I said, I'm sorry about the ticker tonight. We had some technical difficulties, and we're going to be looking into something other than sim racing apps because it was being a pain in my ass. Got 1 lap to green. About 2 minutes a lap here, so probably give or take do about, if there's a caution, probably be about 27 to 30 laps, give or take. So I don't know if Evan's going to be starting a lap down or what's going on there. Got 12 cars starting tonight. Should be a good race. Got probably about another mile until we go green. Pretty sure this is a 4-mile track. And let me just check something. Oh, come on. You guys can hear me, right? Just pull up my phone to make sure, because I got a new computer, so I just want to make sure everything's good, ready to go. I want to make sure we're good. Hello? Alright, we are green. What the hell? I don't think you guys can hear me. Oh yeah, you can. Hello? Just want to make sure you guys could hear me, and we are off. Looks like Alexander Pelican is taking a strong lead with Brian Edwards behind. Oh, Brian Edwards, what the heck? Brian Edwards is sitting back. I thought he was third place on the pole, but he must have fallen back trying to save tires. There's a tire limit tonight, so. Anthony Pelican right behind Alex. Been told they're very good road racers. So Evan did get out, so taking the tires didn't seem to hurt him too much. Got Blake, he's new this week. Number 59, he's new. Taylor Woods, right behind Mr. Evan. Reed Jackson, back here in the Orange Logic car. As well as Ryan Depew, he's in the Orange Logic car. Mr. Garrett Helminger, back here in 8th. Oh, almost off the track there. Trying to figure out, is he already about to lap someone, or did see, this is why road courses confuse me. Oh, Alex fell back. Anthony's in the lead now. That's why. And looks like Ryan got by him. Good, good. But Alex already made it past Ryan, so looks like we'll be having a pretty good race tonight. Go. It's exciting. Oh, and we got a spin on the track, Brian. Let's see, did he save it? Yeah, he did. Whew. We were like one lap into this race and we're already spinning, and just gotta calm it down and take it easy. Is it Anthony in the lead? Yeah, Mr. Anthony. Anthony Pelican's in the lead. With Alex right on his bumper. Coming into the corner. Not. Coming up the hill to the start-finish line. Alex and Anthony are pretty close. Oh, they're going to be side by side when they cross the line. Anthony takes over the lead as we come into turn 1. I think this track is 4 miles, 7. I can't remember the turns. I'll count them. 2. Is that Evan made his way already up to 3rd already? Yep. He tried to play a tricky move by taking tires before the race started, but it could play off for him because you do have to take 2 sets, and he tried to get his primaries off, so we'll see how that goes for him. Let's go back up to the leader, see how that's going. I don't know why they have him as the leader. Yeah, Anthony's taking it over in Easton. And he has walked away with a couple second lead. I think this is going to be a strategy race when it comes down to pit tires, pitting and taking tires and fuel. Not sure how many laps you can get on a tank here. And not overdriving it and saving your stuff a little bit. Let's take you from the rear of the field up. Mr. Reed Jackson. I really do like these orange Logic cars. They look good. Maybe he's in the orange Logitech. See how Brian Edwards is recovering after this spin. And looks like he's recovering nicely. He's got around Garrett. Garrett's sitting back here. But Garrett is having to learn how to drive with the clutch pedal as the brake because his brakes broke. So I think if he can get out of here, off the track. This is going to be challenging for him. I mean, it'd be challenging for anyone really. It's pain. So if he can get out of here with a finish and just keep it on the track and clean, I think that's a good night for him. Him for a second. Yeah, his brake pedal broke, and he just needs to keep it on the track, keep it clean. Yeah, just slow, but should be all right. Maybe if he wrecks out, maybe he'll join me in the booth. Got Taylor Woods. Then Brian Edwards. Ryan Depew. Blake Lothian. He's new tonight. He is driving the wheels off. Better be careful to hit the grass here. You'll spin out and crash. Evan, who has recovered quite nicely from not being able to grid. He's sitting in third place at the moment. And he has Anthony Pelican on his sights, and he is looking to take it over. I've been told this is his favorite track, so. Oh, look at that. He does. Passes him on the inside. Oh, overdrove it a little bit, but recovered quite nicely. Evan now has Anthony in his sights. Last week's winner. He only has one race this season where he didn't finish in the top 2. And that was Indy. Oh, it's going all right. Are you joining me?
Yep, I had to park it.
Literally just went on to you and said that you were having to learn to drive with the clutch on the fly, and maybe you join me if you're wrecked, because it looked like you were having a hard time.
Oh yeah, well, I changed my brake back to the actual brake pedal, and it was going fine until lap 3, and then going into turn 2, it just decided it wanted to full lock and sent me off course.
Oh, that's not good.
And then it went full lock and wrecked me twice. So I'm calling it a night. I'm going to be joining you in the broadcast booth.
Oh, nice. Evan has recovered quite nicely from his early race taking tires. Sitting in second place at the moment.
He actually started from the pits.
Yeah, I know, and he's
from changing tires, yeah.
And he's sitting second now.
Yeah, very impressive the way for him to move through the field the way that he has. And he didn't get, I think it was lap 2 or 3 that he got by me, so
he's made his way up quite nicely. And I said that his little strategy might help him at the end of this race.
Very well might pay off for him, because this track is hot. Right now it is 121 degrees track temperature. For him to be starting on those, on the primary tires that last a little bit longer than the alternates, the way the strategy is going to play out is going to be interesting.
He's sitting about 4 seconds back right now. But Alex is quick. That's the thing. If he catches up to Alex, I think he's got a good move. I mean, he's moving through the field quite nicely, and I think
I can see the strategy going either way.
Yeah, he's driving the wheels off it right now, which could hurt him in the long run. I mean,
if Evan is able to put pressure on Alex, and Alex has to wear out those reds, then oh wow, never mind. They're both starting on the primary tire. The first red tire. First alternate tire is on. Looks like now 4th place Brian Edwards, so is Ryan Depew right behind him. They're 14 seconds off the lead.
Oh wow, Brian's in 4th. He spun about 2 laps ago, so.
Brian's in 5th right now, right behind Brian Edwards. They're on top of each other.
Yeah, Brian spun, sorry. They're right behind each other, yeah.
We have an accident.
Oh, yep. It's newcomer, Blake.
Oh wow, couple cars involved.
Yeah, let's go look at this previous crash. Oh, yep, he is.
Brian just got a little bit too hard on the brakes, went off the track, and put it right into the tire barrier. Nothing he could have done about that.
Oh, yep. This Blake's car's done. He's gonna have to tow. I mean,
he was trying to nurse it back to the pits and got 2 turns short. Couldn't make the second to last turn.
Yeah, he's done. I mean, he can get it back out there. He might not. I mean, he'll probably lose a lap.
He's back. Yeah, he'll lose a lap. He's on pit road right now, about to get that damage fixed. He'll definitely lose a lap, but he's not out of maybe a top 5 for tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about road courses, just finishing, and people are going to make a mistake and come back from it, so.
Yep. That's what I was trying to tell myself before I parked today. I said, well, people are going to make mistakes, people are going to crash, but I was going to be racked out with no faster repairs in 2 laps, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, it looked like you were struggling.
I'll be back next week, Iowa. Get back some good points run.
It's interesting to see everyone's different lines.
Alex opened up the gap by about 2/10 that time around.
Yeah, Evan is, he has him in his sights. I mean, I think Evans realized he has 45 more minutes and he can let off a little bit. You know, you did say before this race that these two were the top contenders, that they're pretty good, fast at road courses, so. They split the,
Oh yeah, they both got 1 and 2, respectively. One got the opening race, Evan got the opening race, Alex got the second race. But they killed it on Okayama. They were the 2 to beat at Barber. I knew they were going to be quick tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited for Sonoma, too.
Yep, Sonoma doubleheader. That'll be fun.
Is that 30 minutes apiece?
30 minutes apiece, yep. Just like the opening week at Okayama.
That'd be cool. He is quick, though. He really, oh, damn. This track was my worst nightmare in Cannon car.
Yeah, it's a lot different in a stock car than it is open wheel.
Yeah, I can see that.
There's a lot more give. The track has a lot more give in the open wheel car than it did the stock car. A lot of places to lose it. A lot of places to lose it that you would not think about, especially when the track temp is as high as it is right now. I'm very interested to see when they decide to come in and get the a third of the way through this race. So, you know, how long do they stay on the primaries before switching to the faster, yet less durable alternates?
Yeah, I didn't even know that you did that, so I guess it's cool to see in the booth. You know, you give me a little insight about that. I didn't know that there was a difference between the tires. Ooh, Evan almost just lost it. Let's go to him. He's driving the wheels off it, though, so. Ooh. My computer seems a lot cooler now, Garrett, that I had to do all that shit to it.
You gotta have a nickname for it.
Well, temperature-wise, it's not making my room a sauna.
Oh, yeah.
I-9 will go in, so maybe picture will be better and everything. I don't know. But I'm gonna do.
Closing the gap.
Oh yeah, he is. I'm gonna do some research, like I told the people before the broadcast, because sim racing apps likes to work and then it doesn't like to work. So either I'm gonna make my own overlays, or I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to go because the.
Maybe it's just because the new computer and it might have goofed something up. It was working fine the last couple weeks.
Yeah, I mean, do some research on it, but if I can make it my own, I might have to.
He is closing that gap down, slowly but surely.
Yeah, it looks like a second is what he's got. About almost less than 2. I mean, it was 4. You can tell Alex has got the pressure. He is. Oh yeah, he has him in his sights. We're a third of the way through. So how many times you got to pit here, Garrett?
I think there's one stop at least for sure, because you have to run both sets of tires during the race. You have 2 extra sets of tires, and I think with as hot as this track is getting, and it's getting hotter, that they're going to want to take advantage of both extra sets during.
Yeah. Well, it's like a 4-mile track, so, and you had to pit twice at Indy, and that's 2.5 miles. So fuel-wise, you probably will have to pit twice.
It's going to be interesting to see once they both get on, if they do decide to run alternates at the same time in this middle stint. If somebody decides to maybe wait to choose the alternates for the last stint of the race, they might be the benefactors, because I don't know how fast the alternates are going to burn up with these temperatures, because these are temperatures that we didn't really see last week. We had a scorching hot track, and that track was still only about 97 degrees track temp. This is well over almost 30 degrees hotter than what we've seen all season long.
If it was me, I'd come in and split it 3 ways. I'd come in at the 20-minute mark.
That was my original plan, but I don't know what kind of longevity they're getting on those primary tires. Maybe they're able to split it into 30, 20, 10, have a last-ditch effort of those alternates for a last 10-minute run.
Yeah, to me, it just seems like, just watching these guys in a run, it looks like they're getting unstable. They're going to the grass a lot. And, that could just be them running the wheels off these things, but I think they're going to have to pit here sooner than later.
Pit stops are definitely coming up.
Alex has opened the gap up again. I think he was letting off, just maybe trying to cool these tires down, maybe try to get a little bit more out of it. If it was me, I'd come this time, but we'll see. No, it looks like he's going to go, so. About Evan. No?
Once again, bringing the gap down just slightly, down to 3.5 seconds now. 3.1. Gained 0.4 of a second that time around. Meanwhile, both of them pulled 9 seconds on third place Anthony.
Yeah, I'm
Both
gonna.
brothers have done very well this year, having all but 2 wins on the season.
Yeah, does Anthony have a win?
Anthony won Texas
Okay.
on a last lap pass over Alex. Led 1 lap.
That's all you have to do is lead one. Looks like Brian has recovered quite nicely. He spun out.
He had a couple mistakes in the first couple laps. I went by him twice, I think.
Yeah, and he's sitting 4th now, so it looks like he's recovered quite nicely. We do have our first pit stop. Taylor W. Woods came in. So she's probably going to split. You know if that's a girl? Or is that a... I don't know. Looks like Taylor's going to split it 3 ways, is what it looks like, so...
Yeah, if you're waiting this long to pit, it's going to be very difficult on time to stretch this into 3 different sectors. I think if you wait too long, you're going to waste one of the sets of tires. I'm not sure how. Track temp has gone down a degree. It's at 120 now.
It's just really hot.
Evan is getting it. Evan has got him in his sights right here at the end of the fuel run.
Yeah, he's got about a second lead on him now. Almost 2, but he's setting him in his sights. Let's go on board with Alexander and let's just watch. I like to
Oh no, Brian Edwards overdrove right into the tire barrier, lost the front wing.
That is
disastrous.
You're a little ahead of me on stream, I think. coming into this. I think you're just a little bit ahead of me.
Well, not 12.
Yeah, and
That is going to cost Brian a lot, who had gotten by Anthony earlier in the...
I did see that. He did get by him.
I'm not sure, turn 6. He just overdrove it. Barely got it into the tire barrier, lost the front wing. Trying to nurse it back to the pits. He's bringing it in right now. So Brian Edwards will be the second driver in tonight.
Oh, yeah, right there. Did lose the front wing. Hey, but, you know, being able to nurse it, that could... He only might lose a lap here, so... Oh, we have a good race coming down. He has him in his sights, Garrett.
1.5 seconds. Less than 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, he just has him in his sights. I think he could get by him. But the thing I'm worrying about is...
Trent, we are a minute and a half from pulling up to the halfway mark in this race. And neither of the front two, neither of the front four, I believe, have pit yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting a little nervous about is... They haven't pitted. And... Looks like they're going to pit right now. Don't speed, you know.
Who is going to take it? Who is going to win the pit stop?
I think, I don't know. I think,
What a disastrous time to speed. What a disastrous time to mess up your box at all. This is the race. This could potentially be the race right here.
yeah, that's why I'm watching pit road. I want to know who wins pit road.
Ryan Depew in third place. 2 turns. Yep, he's coming through the last turn right now. If he's not pitting this time, he will assume the lead for the moment.
Yeah, let's watch. I mean, let's figure it out.
Ryan Depew is bringing it down pit road as well.
Oh, no, he's coming in hot.
Evan is going to beat Alex out of the pits.
That could be a game changer. And he did take the alternates.
Both Evan and Alex on the alternates. Oh, Alex overdrives at turn 1.
Yep. I'm
Evan
seeing
with the
that.
opportunity to set sail.
You just take off and, you know, hopefully. And I think that could just be his head. Like, man, I had a big lead and I just gave it up on pit road.
Well, he won for the first half. Now he's got to go do what Evan did in the first half and have a perfect second half. Close the gap.
Come back through. Whew. Man.
It looks to be like it is going to be a 2-horse race because Anthony is another 6 or 7 seconds behind his brother Alex right now.
Yeah, and Ryan has taken over third place. Pretty sure, unless this hasn't updated yet. Yeah, it definitely hasn't updated yet. Anthony
Ryan
is third.
in 4th.
Yeah. It just hasn't updated on my end yet. And,
Very interesting that Evan set his fastest lap of the race, the lap before the pit stop. So those tires still had a lot of life in them after running this race.
yeah, we're halfway through.
More than halfway through. So we're going to get around 28, 29 laps. Not many laps, but an hour is an hour.
An hour is a long race on a road course. You know, you get in your head, maybe you mess up a corner.
These cars, they will wear you down. I learned that, you know, coming from all the stock car experience that I had. These cars wear you down a lot faster than stock cars do. Stuff happens a whole lot faster. You have to be a whole lot more focused, a whole lot more on your game.
Well, I mean,
Stuff happens a lot faster.
You're doing 200-something miles an hour. I mean, your reaction time is everything in these cars. I mean, you're going from 6th to 1st. I mean, I'm watching this.
News pulled out to over a 4-second lead just to much having a good pit stops matters on the out lap. Evan 5 seconds faster on the out lap than Alex, and Alex led them into the pits.
Yeah, he just had a faster pit stop, and I don't know. I might have to go back and watch. I don't know if
They are going to have to pit again.
yeah, one time I think.
One more time.
So if I was them, I'd split it at the 15-minute mark.
Because they pit about 24 and a half minutes in. So it's going to be right there, cutting it close to about 10 minutes left in the race.
It's just crazy watching the onboard though, like the cockpit view. I didn't realize that you're going from 6th to 1st in some places. Like, wow. He just extended that lead to almost 6 seconds now. Whew. Shows you what a good pit stop. Damn.
He opened it up.
Oh, he almost overdrew it.
Second and a half, 1.4 seconds faster that lap Evan was than Alex.
Yeah.
Evan has used 5 of his push-to-passes. Alex has used 3.
Okay.
So maybe that was the secret for Evan putting down that fast lap right there at the end of that run. Did he use all the push-to-passes right there?
Now, what do the push-to-passes do? I've never driven the Indy car, so...
You get a little burst of horsepower.
So
it's not. I think it might be 10 or 15 more horsepower down the straight.
So it's basically like a NOS boost?
Basically.
Okay.
You have it until you hit the brakes, so down these long straights, but you only have 10 to start the race, so you have to use them sparingly.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Taking a look at third, Anthony, who pit prior to Evan and Alex, is holding on nicely, having older tires. Maybe his tires are worn in a little bit more than theirs, and he's able to keep pace. But he is close enough that if anything happens to either one of these front two, he's going to capitalize on that massively.
He's only sitting 10 seconds back is what his onboard says.
Very impressed with the run in 4th place by Ryan Depew.
I am. He was, I think he got a little discouraged. He texted me and asked to, help join with the broadcast, and I'd have no issue with that, but I basically told him, hey, man, just every lap counts, and...
Yeah, a lot of the people in here I'm very impressed in, and seeing the progress of people like Ryan, like Brian, like Taylor and Reed. It's very impressive, having been on this for a long time, and I love, when I brought you in and seeing you progress, it's such a satisfying feeling watching y'all, because it seems like everybody enjoys doing it. What I just realized, though, Ryan has a brand new car this week. Used to the orange and white, he's bringing out the black and white in the orange Logic car this weekend.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I just realized that myself. He sent me something, and I'm going to have to try to figure out how to implement that into the broadcast and get everyone's stuff, but it was like
I saw that.
Basically like a sponsor screen. Like I said,
I'd give a couple public shout-outs to his team here. Ryan was actually the first member of the Vector Sim Racing League. He was the first guy who came in. He was the first guy that, he got invested into it immediately before anybody else, driver-wise, was in here. He was the first, and today his teammate Reed Jackson is actually making his debut. What a track to make your league debut at. Probably one of the hard. I didn't say the Road America. I was saying all week. I said Road America is really not that hard. It's pretty tame. But no, Road America is up there on the list of hard tracks.
I mean, it's a 4-mile track. I mean, and if you're very good at road courses, it doesn't matter. It's 4 miles. You got to tame this monster. And
Edwards has got the front wing put back on it, running 5th. Still only after everything Brian has gone through this race, maybe 3 or 4 incidents in, he is still sitting only a minute back of the leaders.
And he's on the lead lap. So, Evan almost went off track there. Ooh.
Alex lapping Reed?
Let's go to Alex, see how he's doing. Yeah, it's very
scary moment for Alex as Reed got a little locked up right behind him going into turn 4.
That's the thing, man. I've been that dude that messes up someone's race, and you feel bad, but it is racing if something happens like that.
Man.
I mean, shit.
Yeah, when you're out here in your first start, and all these guys have gotten, 6 starts in prior to you, and I have no doubt that Reed is gonna come to the end of the season. Reed is gonna win. I'm interested to see how he does on the ovals.
Yeah, that should be cool. I mean, shit. I remember my first road course race. I messed you up at Watkins Glen.
Yep, I remember that.
You didn't talk.
We can look back and laugh on it now, but in the moment, man,
You didn't talk to me for a week.
tempers get hot, especially that was trucks at Watkins Glen in a playoff race. Tensions get high, stuff happens during the race. We can look back and laugh now, but the new people in this league, and I'm gonna be big on that for the first couple seasons of its existence, is anybody who has an interest in these cars, has an interest in this form of racing. We're going to open them with all, if they are willing to learn and they're willing to, not win right out of the gate, we're going to do everything we can. I know that it happened to you, it happened to me.
You kind of get discouraged, a little bit. Not a lot, but it's like, man, I've been doing all this and results aren't coming. But I'm telling you what, I didn't make the playoffs this year. I didn't put in all the practice I should have. I put in some, but I'm telling you, if you put in the practice, like the last season before when I put in a lot of practice, I made the playoffs. And it's not about winning, man. It's just consistent finishes will do you a lot better than a win. I'm telling you could finish top 5 all season, top 10, and someone could win one race, every other race, and you look back at it, maybe he wins a race, maybe he crashes every other race. You're still doing better in points. I mean, yeah, he's got the win, but you're doing better in points because you're finishing consistent.
Absolutely. I've seen drivers win championships without even winning.
Yeah.
I've seen one of the drivers in this league, Nick Gardner. I've seen him win a championship, and he hadn't won a single race.
Yeah.
So consistency pays off, and that's what I know. There's a lot of guys, and because the way that this series is it gives people the option that if you're not really a road course driver and you like ovals, you can run ovals only. Vice versa, you don't like ovals, you can ride road only. So there's only a finite amount of drivers that are actually going for the championship. The only one that really is open to it is Rookie of the Year, because Rookie of the Year is your best 8 races. Doesn't matter, best 8 races will determine the Rookie of the Year. That will be starting next year, obviously. Champion will be the Rookie of the Year this year. But while we have low car counts here, 9 is not low car count for a
First season.
opening league first season race 7. 9 is not bad for a track that not a lot of people have, and on the day of a new iRacing build.
Yeah, almost 9 gigs. Oh, man.
That's no problem for me, but when you got middle America internet like yourself, it might take a little while.
Yeah, I got some pretty shitty fucking college internet, so that Spectrum Wi-Fi went out all the time when you were living here.
Evan is stretching it out. I am very intrigued that is Evan genuinely just pulling away, or is Alex thinking that we're on a 120-degree track? Do I need to burn up my alternates when they are still about another 10 minutes from their next pit stop?
I don't know, man. I mean, he is driving the wheels off this thing, and I don't know how accurate this cockpit view is, but I mean, you drive these. I mean, it tells you your fuel on the thing, on your wheel.
Yes. If you have it on, you can select a different map for it, and you can set it to where it'll show that.
Maybe he doesn't have it on. I mean, let me go. Yeah, I don't think anyone has it on at the moment. I just didn't know because I thought they were going to have to pit like now. Man.
Seeing how long the first run went, we are about right around 9, 10, 11 minutes away from Evan and Alex having to come pitting in, and Alex actually closed the gap by half a second that last lap.
Yeah, looks like Alex is closing. Oh, but he just went off track. Yeah, Alex just went off track, which could.
That ground that Alex had made up, gone, and then some.
Yeah, it looks like Anthony could close on him here.
I think I read earlier that this is Alex's favorite track.
Yeah, I thought that was Evan, but maybe it was one of them. I don't know.
Yeah. Road America is Alex's favorite road course. So you know he is going to be doing everything he can. And after going off, I don't know if he's locked up the tires or not, but
he went through the sand
dunes.
dunes.
He's going to have to be careful pushing it hard here at the end of this run, because I really genuinely do not know how much life these tires are going to have at the end of this run.
I think with the lead,
Went from 6.6, he lost 6 seconds going off.
I think with the lead that Evan has taken, and he just went off track again. They saved it. I think Alex is one of his only chances to overcome that lead is to come a little earlier than Evan. I'm thinking he's going to have to come a lap or two before Evan, and just hope that he overcomes the lead and Evan doesn't catch up. Now you only have to take these alternates once when you go back to the next tire. Is it primary?
Either one. As long as you start on primary, switch to alternates at least once, or vice versa, you're good. You can use alternates twice. You can use primaries twice, but you have to use both at least once. And starting on that tire counts as once.
Okay. Go back to our leader. Oh yeah. If I was Evan with that lead I've taken, I would start easing off, try to save these tires a little bit, and just try to keep that car out on the track as long as I can.
We are definitely, and Alex off track again out of the last turn.
I think
He's pushing just a little too hard trying to get back to Evan. He's got to take a step back, settle in, and hope for Evan to make a mistake, which might not happen, might happen. He closed the gap that time, 0.2 of a second. Probably would have been a little bit more than that if he had not gone off.
Yeah, I just think Alex is thinking, damn. I mean, I think he's just in his head a little bit. I mean, he had that huge lead. Evan closed and beat him off pit road, and he came in second. So I'm not sure.
Alex, 3 wins out of 6 races, and you want to know a big key to Alex's success? 3 wins, 3 poles. He's won every time he's won the pole. He's won. He won the pole today.
Yeah, he's trying to keep that streak alive. I mean, his worst finish is Indy. Other than that, he's finished in second or first. So Take to the field here. Brian Edwards coming to pit road. He's sitting 5th right now. Reed Jackson in his debut start, sitting 6th. Taylor Woods sitting back 2 laps down, but sitting 7th. Who I'm pretty impressed with so far is Ryan. I know he told me he was a little worried about Road America. He said it wasn't one of his better tracks, but I mean, a fourth place isn't too, it's not anything to be ashamed of. I mean, a lot better than I would do on these tracks. I'm not very good at road courses. Anthony Pelican sitting 3rd. Looks like he's sitting like 24 seconds back. Alex. Alex.
Alex picked up just slightly that last lap.
Yeah, he's on my screen.
He's closing the gap, but is 15 minutes enough time? 15 minutes with a pit stop. Is it enough time for him to close over a 10-second gap?
If I was him, I'd come this time. I mean, because I think he's got to go before Evan. I think that's his only chance. He's got to go and get a good lead and hope Evan can't catch up and hope Evan messes up. I think that is his best choice, and he almost just lost it again. So if I were him, I'd come now. I mean, he's probably strategizing in his head. I think that's the best move. To come now. Hope Evan, hopefully Evan doesn't come this lap. You got a full lap on him. And hopefully Evan messes up. If I'm him. We'll see, though, because Evan's coming close to pit road. He's coming up the hill. And he's pitting. Evan's pitting.
Evan heard you and said, I'm not going to allow that to happen. Evan needs the pit stop of his life.
Yeah, so does Alex come now?
Then Alex stays out.
Yeah, that's difficult.
Alex must have some kind of confidence in those tires.
Yeah. Now, is Alex going okay? Screw it. I'm going the full way.
I mean, this could benefit him greatly. If Evan has any form of mistake on this pit, Alex is in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Let's go. Let's see. I mean, I want to see him come out next year. See if
Evan down and away, clean pit stop, clean fast pit stop. Alex is going to have a lap of his lifetime.
And Anthony is coming. Taylor Woods on pit road as well.
Anthony on pit road. Taylor Woods on pit road.
And Alex, I mean, he has to have a good lap. I mean, nothing about it. He's got to have it.
It has to be perfect. If this lap is not perfect, the gap just might as well extend it.
Yeah.
But he has to come this time. If he stays out any longer, he's putting himself at a disadvantage.
Yeah, because now Evans.
There is tire.
I mean, if he stays.
One lap to be a difference.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 2 laps to be a difference. If he stays out this time, decides to bring it down next time, Evan is already going to have warmed up his brakes, warmed up his tires, and he is going to be that flat sailing. So I think Alex needs to pit here to have a chance.
Yeah, and he does.
He brings it in.
He's bringing it. The only thing,
Alex on pit road. Evan's got 3 turns to go. Evan off track just a little bit.
He's got to hope that he beats Evan out, or he's right behind Evan.
Evan coming through the last turn right now. Alex not to his stop yet.
I don't think he had a perfect run. I think he went off a little bit.
Alex is going to get to the box, passing him.
Yeah.
Evan down and away through turn 1. Alex down and away in pit road.
I mean,
So now, talk about a perfect lap. Alex needs a perfect 15 minutes, or else he doesn't really have a chance.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. He's got to get these brakes warmed up again. He's got to sail. I mean,
Jackson up pit road.
his only chance here is to hope Evan messes up.
And himself not mess up.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be perfect.
If there's anything that I've seen about both of these drivers, they're
both really
balls to the wall and not make a mistake.
Yeah, but he's 15 seconds back. I mean, that's a big gap to finish.
The pit strategy has kind of leveled out the field. With Anthony sitting about 45 seconds back right now. And honestly, Ryan Depew not far off of him, 15 seconds behind Anthony. And Anthony has drove a very respectable race.
And Alex...
Very impressed with the run that Ryan has had today.
And Alex just went through the grass. And to be honest, it looks like, I don't know.
I'm not sure if Ryan is going to have to pit again, but he's sub a minute from the leader right now. Very, very good run for him. Ryan's best finish so far this season was 6th at the second Okayama race, so this would be the best result of the season. Putting away the orange car, bringing out the black car was a change of pace for the orange speed team.
I'm interested to see, did he mess up the steering at all? I mean, he hit the nose pretty hard when he came through the grass. I mean, he just messed up. I mean, I think if Evan's just got to finish clean. I mean, if I'm Evan, I got a 17-second lead. I'm cooling it down a little bit.
We have about 10 and a half minutes left in this race.
Yeah, if I'm Evan, I'm cooling it down a little bit. I'm focusing on the race, and I'm not making any mistakes. And if it's me, I got a 16-second lead. You know, Alex is going to go balls to the wall. You hope he makes a mistake. I bring down the lead to maybe 7, 8 seconds. I mean, you got almost 17 seconds on him. Cool down a little bit. Race your race. And just hope, I mean...
Wait for the last 5 minutes and then foot to the floor.
Yeah, I mean, that's me. That's what I do.
I think unless a drastic mistake happens, I think Evan sets the pace for the rest of the race now that all the pit stops are done. Anthony down to 30 seconds. Ryan Depew, 48 seconds. For almost being 30 laps into this thing, the gap is not as big as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I thought more people were going to be laps down. I mean, Reed Jackson's a lap down, if I'm stand corrected.
Definitely want to give a shout out to Reed. He is putting on a hell of a debut.
Yeah.
Being only 1 lap down, minimalizing mistakes. I've been watching him. I don't think I've seen him make a mistake.
No, I don't think so.
Not any big mistakes in terms of wreck. Going off track is one thing. Maybe getting a little bit loose. And as I say that, it goes off into the grass a little bit.
Yeah, jinxed him.
He's kept the car clean. He's kept it out of the way of the other ones. I did, yeah. Curse to the camera, I guess, if you're on him.
I'd like to give a shout out to Brian, though. I mean, he made some pretty big mistakes early on in this race. He knocked the nose off it earlier, about 10 minutes ago. He spun out lap 2. He had to go and take some damage. I'm pretty sure when he spun out, he hit a tire barrier and had to go take some damage off that. And he nursed it until he hit the tire barrier and...
Ryan Depew in the pits. Is Brian coming into the last turn? Brian in the middle of his pit stop. Brian is away. Brian coming up the front stretch. We are going to have a battle for the 4th place position.
And he's out. He got out.
Yep. Ryan's got a good gap on him.
He's got about 4 or 5 seconds. He's definitely got.
Brian is going to have to send it while Ryan is on those cold tires, because once Ryan's tires come to temp, I think he's got it, and his teammates right in front of him. He's going to let him go very easy.
Yeah. And maybe Reed will put up a little bit of a fight for him so he can get by. Just warm up those tires. As Alex comes by the front stretch, goes off track a little bit. I mean, I will say, they're running balls to the wall.
Still about a 15-second gap between first and second.
Yeah, Evan's coming up that little hill, coming down to that where that overpass is. Very impressed so far, though. Minimal mistakes. Fuck, dropped my phone. Got 6 minutes to go.
You know, everybody having a good run, you know, from everybody. You know, Evan, who started the season off by winning this league's existence, being snake bitten ever since. Alex, who has 3 wins this year, you know, comes in, wins his 4th pole, couple of mistakes, loses the battle down pit road, still solidly in second. Anthony, Texas winner. Ryan, who, you know, Ryan missed Barber, so this is Ryan's first road race since the opening week, which was May 5th, over a month ago. For him to be coming into the road course like Road America, putting it in 4th, still in the lead lap.
Yeah, I
got
think
about 10 seconds over Brian Edwards, who has had a day of himself.
I mean, and to say just a little bit about Ryan, I mean, anytime I show his car, he texts me on Discord saying thank you so much. Like, he just seems like a humble guy. Seems like someone I'd like to get a beer with. I don't know how old he
I'd
is,
like to get a
but
beer with everybody in this league. Each and every one of them.
speaking of beers, I got to come to Texas.
Yeah, you do. This is gonna be, if it holds out for Anthony, it's gonna be 2 road courses, 2 third place finishes.
Nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, a road course now, yeah, and Evan's
He
about.
started 9, but let me tell you, podiuming with 5 cars is somewhat difficult, because you know you still got to minimize your mistakes. 9 cars, you know, we're really only going to be 4 or 5 probably in it at the end anyways. And
We're about
coming down the stretch, and we got 6 cars within a lap of each other.
and my thing is, does Evan try to get by Brian? Does that slow him down a little bit? Can he, I mean, you got 3 minutes. I mean, I think it's just a little bit too late, but does it slow him down a little bit?
Definitely, I personally, gonna get down to the inside of him.
Yeah.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit too risky for me after I've basically. Oh, that was a little too risky for me. I think I would have just rode behind him.
He's got a little bit of a ways until he gets to the next lap traffic, which is Ryan Depew, 2 turns up on him. I don't think that he's going to get to him. I don't think that Ryan is going to be in his way for very long if he does get to him.
No.
I think, we might be getting the white flag this.
Might be getting the white flag this time by, huh?
Either this time or next time.
Ooh.
They're either getting 1 to go or 2 to go this time by.
He did close the gap almost 3 seconds when he was behind Brian. Oh, but he goes off track. Basically, just gets rid of everything. He just won.
Pushing just a little bit too hard.
Yeah, I mean, he took a.
Which, in the situation that he is, you can't blame him. He has to do every single thing he can, every single lap to get the most out of the car to catch up to him. And actually, as I say that, Evan has Reed Jackson directly in front of him. Reed's going to let him go, no problem.
But he did get a little close. I mean, he almost lost it there. I think we're going to have to white here. I got 2 to go. That's what it says.
Yeah, white flag next time. White flag next time.
So we're going to go a little over an hour here. I'll let you do the drag up, Garrett, because
10-4.
yeah, he's what an impressive run by Evan, though. Starts in the pits.
An extremely impressive run. When I saw that he called second, I knew it was going to be a battle.
Starts in...
And I saw his name disappear and show up in light gray. I said, oh goodness. And that must have lit a candle, because he has driven a perfect race ever since starting from the pits.
I mean, he obviously didn't mean for that to happen, but I mean, it would have can't. I mean, who's to say he wouldn't? You know, it got him on the edge of his seat, and he has raced flawless ever since. So he has.
The race ends the way that it is right now. We are looking.
Oh! He almost wrecked.
He's going to back her down one more time around. If it holds, Evan is going to leave Road America down 10 points going into the doubleheader next week in Iowa. One more time around at Road America.
I'm impressed. I really am. With all these drivers, you know, and everyone...
Just over 18-second lead for Evan. He can coast it through all the turns.
That's what I'd do. I'd just back it down. I mean, you have a lead like that, I'm coasting. Real impressed. I mean, he's got 2 more he's got I think 2 more corners now. I just coast it. I got a 13-second lead. I'm just taking it up this hill nice and slow. That's what he's doing. He knew what he did last time. It's like, I don't want to do that again. That was sketchy.
And he gets it done.
It's impressive.
Number 11 of Evan Zalesnik gets it done for the second win of the season. He's going to close the gap on points leader Alexander Pelican as Alexander brings it up the mountain. It's going to be a 10-point gap going into a doubleheader night next week. We have the potential for a major point shakeup.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, we have a wreck just past the start-finish line. Brian Edwards is destroying the car.
I just saw that and I was like, ooh.
Anthony going to bring it up the hill. Anthony's going to round out the podium.
Boom.
Great night for car still out there running. That's Ryan DePew, who's going to bring it home in 4th place on the lead lap. Excellent run by Ryan tonight.
I'd like to get him up in the booth, too. Get all these lead lap cars out. We had 4. I think it'd be a good confidence booster. Just, talk to him. See about his run. If that's all right with you, Garrett.
You are the voice of VSRL. You make the decisions.
I think it's pretty impressive for what he's done. I mean, I'd like to get him up here as well. Watch him as he comes by. Comes up the hill for a final time. How come this thing sucks? I can't get him up. Okay, you want to drag Alex up since Evan isn't in yet?
Yeah, I'm going to give Alex just a few seconds to get in.
Okay.
Or Evan, sorry.
Alexander, how you doing tonight, man? Not bad, man. How'd the car feel tonight? I see, I was pretty impressed, man. You won the pole, and looks like Evan just had a little bit better pit stop from you, and he capitalized on that, but you were driving the wheels off that thing, man. Yeah, I mean, I said it to Garrett a couple times because his break was just done, so he came and visited me in the broadcast booth, and we did it together, and I said a couple times that just that mistake that he overcame me on pit road and looked like he got in your head a little bit and just overdrove the car a couple times. But other than that, I mean, a second place finish, nothing to be disappointed in, man. Got anyone you want to thank? Alrighty. Looks you still there, Alex? Can't hear him for some reason. Turn him up. Is Anthony there? Looks like he left Discord. Trying to get an interview with him too. Looks like I lost Garrett. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I lost him. Looks like Evan isn't coming in. Did he leave the server. He's on the phone. Looks like we might not get an interview with him tonight. Looks like he's not coming in. But,
Well, again, we'll wrap it up pretty solid.
yeah. Let's see. He's typing right now. Let's hold off just a second.
Probably wrap her up.
Yeah. Looks like we only got an interview at second place tonight, unfortunately, but really good race. And
Let me get these points uploaded real quick, and we'll discuss how things are going to look next week.
yeah. So we got Iowa doubleheader, 100
Header,
100 laps.
100 laps each. Yep. And it's going to be an interesting one because, just like Okayama was different because it was morning. This race, opening race is going to be during the day, and the second race is going to be at night. So it's going to be two very different racetracks. People are gonna practice. Which one do you?
Which one?
A
Yep.
potentially hotter track during the day, cooler track at night. It's going to be very interesting. Got the points uploaded here. And heading into a doubleheader week, Alexander Pelican's got over 10 points over Evan.
Yeah. Just should be fun. And it's all right, Alex.
Looking forward to it. That because I'll have my brand new pedals.
It should help you out a lot. I know you're pretty disappointed about tonight, but gonna wrap up the broadcast. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. Unfortunately, we only got second place finisher tonight. Interviewed. Looked like they might have been a little busy.
Up until now, thank you for watching. And next couple of weeks, we're putting on a show. 2 weeks from now, we got the throwback week at Kansas, doubleheader next week. Then we head out west. So, thank everybody for watching.
Thank you
All
guys.
these drivers, thank Trent.
Yeah, I gotta go eat, and thank you guys so much.